What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Alright, so today what I want to talk about is basically making the most of your time in any given day. Be that for fitness purposes, because you've got extra work that you want to do, just utilising the time that you've got and making the most of it. Because how many times does the excuse, I don't have enough time, come up? Because I hear it all the time. That's a lot of times. But the point is that I hear it a lot. People always say, no, I don't have time to do this, or I don't have time to do that. When in reality, you probably do. You're just not prioritising your time very well. So in this video, I'm going to be addressing a few of the things that I've done in this year at least that have meant that I've felt like I've had more time to be able to do the things that I want to do. And ultimately, that means that I'm achieving more. So let's get this video underway and let's get into it. Let's go. Alright folks, so the first piece of advice that I'd give you is all to do with your sleep pattern, your sleep routine. Now, as everybody knows, and if you don't, I am basically going to fill you with knowledge right now. There are 24 hours in a day, and it is up to you how you use those 24 hours. Now, most people naturally will usually go to bed around, let's say, 10 PM, and they'll try and wake up sometime in the morning, 7, 8, depending on their schedule. Now, what I suggest you do is you try to get yourself in a routine, okay? And what I mean by this is you need to make sure that every single day you go to bed and you wake up at about the same time. Now, there are obviously going to be fluctuations in this, depends on what you do. If you're the kind of person that works shift work, so let's say you're a doctor, for instance, and you go to you go to work sort of like 3 or 4 days of the week, and you're doing night shifts, and then like the next week you're doing day shifts. It can be very difficult, but you'll obviously have to change your routine depending on your lifestyle. But if you work a 9 to 5 job, or if most of the stuff that you do is set during the day, trying to get a routine in terms of going to bed at a suitable time and waking up at a suitable time will set you in good stead. And it will also mean that that routine will carry you on, and your body will settle itself into a sleeping window, a sleeping routine. So you'll feel tired at the right time, and you'll want to wake up at the right time. For me, guys, my routine is that I do my best to get to bed for around 10 PM. I have in the past stayed up much later, but because I am very much a creature of habit, I need a certain length of time to sleep, and it's usually around 7 or 8 hours. If I stay up too late, it means that if I get up at the same time, I'm going to be tired. So I try to make sure I'm in bed by 10. And at the moment, guys, I'm trying to get up at about 6 AM. Even on like the weekends, I try to get up at around the same time. If I want to have a lay-in, I'll try and reduce it by like an hour. So I will increase it by an hour even. So like instead of waking up at 6, I may wake up at 7 or 7:30. The reason for this is, again, like if you go like Monday to Friday, waking up at 6, going to bed at 10, and then on the weekend you go to bed at like 1 AM and you wake up at like 10 AM, your body's going to get completely thrown out of that routine, and then come Monday, you're going to be really sluggish and really tired again, and waking up early and going to bed earlier is going to be difficult. Now, if you're watching this and the sort of sound of me saying I wake up at 6 AM even on the weekend scares you, and you're very much a morning person, I want you to sort of be critical about yourself, okay? Think about how you like your sleep patterns and what you do during the day, and seriously analyze it. Okay. First of all, there's no such thing as a morning person or a not morning person. All right. Normally, the people that claim to not be morning people are people that are like night owls. So they'll stay up until like the early hours of the morning, and then they'll go to sleep. And the people that consider themselves to be morning people actually go to bed earlier because they don't want to stay up all night on their phones or whatever. And then they get up at a reasonable time. Now, for me personally, waking up earlier, although, you know, when I was in college and when I was at university, I probably was more of a night owl, kind of the nature of being a student, I suppose. But since coming out of that, I have found that I am most productive early in the morning. Like, I get into the evening, I've obviously had a full day doing whatever, be that work or going out with friends or whatever it might be. And then in the evening, the last thing I want to do is focus onto something that's potentially going to be quite troubling or difficult. So actually, like, I find that waking up early in the morning and getting on with something means that, like, I've just had a lot of rest, I wake up, I have a coffee maybe, and I'm switched on and I'm ready to go. Now, when I wake up at 6, okay, 9 times out of 10 I won't wake up and start doing work straight away. I like to start the day off by going to the gym. And the reason I do that is because it means that I get my gym session in, and it's done at the beginning of the day, so I've got the rest of the day ahead of me. And that's basically my reason. If you're the kind of person that doesn't go to the gym or isn't interested in fitness, then you could wake up and you could make a start on a report that you want to write, or you could wake up and just read a book. The point is, guys, is that you're trying to use that hour or two that you would normally be in bed in the morning and do something really productive in that time, so that actually by the time it gets to 10 p.m, say, like, you're ready for bed and you just go to bed, okay? If you wake up, my outlook on it, and this is because I've been waking up early recently, is that when I wake up, let's say at 7 or 7:30, I kind of wake up and I think to myself, like, yesterday when I woke up at 6, I'd already been to the gym and I'd already had my breakfast. I've literally just woken up, so I've not achieved anything yet, whereas yesterday, just by waking up a little bit earlier, I'd already achieved like 2 things. Okay, so if you look at it in that way, you then actually get this hunger to wake up earlier, and you're motivated to wake up earlier because you see the opportunities of, oh, I can get up and I can get stuff done. And it's really empowering, and actually, like, when it starts to fall into place and you get used to the routine, it's really, really self-motivating, and I personally would just advise it. Okay, so in terms of being proactive and getting things done during the day, obviously, like I said, it depends on what you do, it depends on your work, if you're self-employed or not. But my top suggestion is to try and be as active as you can during the day. What I found is that, I'm a trainee teacher at the moment, for those of you who don't know. So at the moment, like, what I've just been dealing with is I've been in lectures all day. And so I kind of get halfway through the day of sitting there listening to a lecturer just talking to me, and I very much kind of feel myself like falling asleep. Whereas when I'm on a day that I'm in placement, or if it's the weekend like it is now, like, I've been up, I've cleaned the flat, I've had breakfast, I've been to the gym, like, I've done so much stuff and I feel really good because I've been active, I'm doing stuff, I'm now recording a video. You get so much more done, you feel much more awake, and although, again, if you consider yourself as a not a morning person, actually by waking up earlier and being in that good routine, that sleep routine, you will find that actually, like, you're more energetic throughout the day. Whereas if you have those lay-ins and you're a bit lazy during the day, you don't do much active things during the day, you feel sluggish, your metabolism slows down, and you generally feel a bit more tired. Okay, so if you find, or you feel like you're going to be the kind of person that, like, struggles to get into that routine, I don't know about sort of Android phones, but I know for sure that Apple phones, iPhones, they have a function on, like, the clock system, on the alarm system, that has, like, a routine. I'll show you that now. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. So if you hit that clock button, so the same one that you'd set your timer for, at the bottom there you can see it says about the bedtime. Set the time you want to wake up, so that'd be 6 a.m. Now here you have like all of the days of the week. Now I obviously started going back down to show how you can obviously change it, but you obviously want to make sure that it's set right. The number of hours that you obviously want to stay in bed for, and then obviously you've got a reminder for when you want to go to bed. So obviously I put 30 minutes, choosing your ringtone, the alarm, whatever it might be. Personally, go for one that's not very nice. If you go for one that's quite harmonious and gentle, you're less likely to want to, get your ass out of bed. And then press save. And then it's good to go, guys. So check it out. Go and have a look. See if you like it. So yeah, guys, there you go. So there is help. Like I say, I can't talk about Android because I've not got one. But there are options on your phone that sort of remind you, dude, it's time to go to bed. Like, you should be asleep now. And naturally it will then also set your alarm and wake you up in the morning as well. Which it's really useful. Like I say, if you're the kind of person that feels like you might struggle getting into the routine, or, you might hear that alarm and you go, nah, pause, like, snooze, don't do it, alright? This is another tip, okay? As soon as your alarm goes off, wake up. Turn the light on. Okay, maybe if your girlfriend's next to you, your boyfriend's next to you, like, and they're going to moan, perhaps not do that. But, like, just get out of bed. Because the moment you press snooze, I can assure you, you're likely to stay in bed for at least another half an hour, if not longer. Alright, so as soon as that alarm goes off, get your ass out of bed. But yeah, there are apps out there that can help you with that sleep pattern. Right guys, well this video, before it gets sort of 20 minutes long, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Like I say, the reason I've done this video is because personally I found that in this first month of 2019 in January, I've been really productive, I've been really positive, I've felt healthy, like I feel fit, I feel great. And I do put it down largely to the fact that I've been getting my ass out of bed earlier, okay, and I've been going to bed at a reasonable time. Alright, so give it a go guys, see how it makes you feel. If you understand this video and you're in the same position and you're like, yeah, like getting up earlier helps, leave a comment down below so we can sort of come up with some kind of discussion, perhaps talk a little bit about it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and as always guys, if you want to see more of what I do, hit that subscribe button and follow all of my videos, and yeah, hopefully what I put out will help you. So until next time guys, have a good one, stay awesome, wake up early, bye.